young4stem fam. Have you ever wondered how you think, how you feel pain, or how you remember your best friend's birthday? Well, it all starts with tiny powerful cells in your brain and body called neurons. In today's video, we're diving into the world of neurons, the brain's secret messengers that make everything possible. Let's go deep inside your nervous system and uncover what neurons are, how they work, and why they are the stars of the STEM world. A neuron is a nerve cell, and it's one of the most important building blocks of your nervous system. Just like a text message travels from one phone to another, a neuron sends electrical signals through your body, carrying messages from your brain to the rest of you. There are over 86 billion neurons in your brain alone. Yes, billion. Each one connects with thousands of other neurons, creating a massive communication network. Main parts of a neuron. Cell body, soma, that is the control center. Dendrites, tiny branches that receive messages. Axon, a long cable that sends messages to the next neuron. Then it has axon terminals, where the signal jumps to another neuron. And last, myelin sheath. It's a fatty coating that helps messages move faster. Okay, so how do these brain cells talk to each other? It happens in two main steps: electrical signal and chemical signal. Electrical signal inside the neuron is a tiny electrical impulse called an action potential that travels down the axon. And chemical signal is when the impulse reaches the end. It triggers the release of chemicals called neurotransmitters at the synapse. That is a gap between neurons. These neurotransmitters float across and attach to the next neuron. And boom, the message continues. You just had a thought, move your hand, or remembered something, thanks to neurons doing their job in milliseconds. There are three main types of neurons, and they all have different jobs: sensory neurons, motor neurons, and interneurons. Sensory neurons, these carry messages from your senses like touch, smell, or sight to your brain. It goes something like, "Hey brain, something smells delicious." Motor neurons, these carry instructions from your brain to your muscles. They move your hand, for example. And interneurons, found only in the brain and spinal cord, they connect neurons to other neurons. They help your brain think, learn, and make decisions. Why are neurons so important? Neurons are literally what makes you, you. They control your thoughts, your emotions, your memories, your senses, and your actions. They even let your heart beat and your lungs breathe without you having to think about it. And here's something cool. Neurons are constantly forming new connections when you learn something new. This is called neuroplasticity. So every time you study STEM, play music, or even solve a math problem, you're training your neurons. Neurons don't just help us understand the brain, they're helping us build the future. In medicine, doctors and scientists are studying neurons to treat diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and epilepsy. In technology, did you ever hear about neural networks in AI? That's right. They're inspired by the way our brains work. For example, prosthetic limbs can now be controlled by thoughts using electrical signals from neurons. Alright, young4stem, time for some fun neuron facts. Your brain uses 20% of your body's energy just to keep neurons firing. Neurons send signals at speeds up to 120 meters per second. The total length of all neurons in your body could stretch over 965 kilometers. That's longer than a trip from Johannesburg to Durban. Neurons can regenerate very slowly, but in most parts of the brain, once they're gone, they're gone. Brain teaser. If you could plug your brain into a computer, what would you download first? Drop your answers in the comments. Today we explored the incredible world of neurons, the tiny messengers that power your thoughts, your senses, and your actions. Whether you want to become a neuroscientist, a doctor, or even an AI engineer, it all starts with understanding how neurons work. Don't forget, every time you learn something new, you grow your brain connections. So, keep learning, keep questioning, and stay curious. Thanks for watching young4stem. Subscribe, like, and share this video with a friend who needs a brain boost today. And remember, your brain is powerful. Use it wisely. See you in the next video.